it out here tonight, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, big talent on both sides. You and I have been talking about this game for a couple of weeks. This should be a terrific matchup.
Certainly one you circle on your calendar. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. We've got McDaniels, Anthony Edwards out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Randall in at the power forward position. Edwards, no good.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Pass to Brown. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Edwards with it, checked by Gordon. 4-3, and it's Anthony Edwards with the three.
Talk about a guy who runs the floor. Edwards gets down there on the fast break so quickly.
Murray with it for three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Edwards against Jokic. Three-pointer. And again, it's Minnesota with a three.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for the Nuggets. I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. Randall outside. DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. Randall, a screen on Jokic. Shot clock at 5. Edwards can't get that one to fall. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
And here's Porter outside. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. Minnesota's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Gobert. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Porter with a screen on Gobert. And it's Jokic off the drive.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
There's the three. Randall pulls down the board. Minnesota leading by 3. Three-pointer. And Nikola Jokic good for 3. Jokic just got 5 points.
Yeah, Jokic really has the confidence to pull up from just about anywhere on the floor.
Here's Edwards. Hits the front of the rim and out.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
DiVincenzo finds Gobert. 1:35 left in the first quarter here. Outside McDaniels. Here's the three. Knocks down the long J.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here's Jokic outside. Knocks it down from distance. Give him 8 points now.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first. Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Porter's shot is off. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Outside, DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. The 3-ball. He drops it from range.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding. Outside
for Porter. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. and they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively. Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
From downtown, they get the rebound. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Defensive Player of the Year 4 times over, Stan. Rudy Gobert tied for the record.
Yeah, Brian, alongside Dikembe Mutombo and Ben Wallace, and Gobert's capable of getting another one, too, assuming his countryman, Victor Wembanyama, doesn't start taking the reins. I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
Porter's shot is off.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Outside for Randall. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Porter from outside. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Jokic finds Murray. Now Porter. Inside. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Murray against Edwards. To the paint. DiVincenzo, the pass to Gobert. Edwards for 3. Gordon pulls it in. Nuggets trail by 16. Pass to Brown. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Good awareness by Murray. Sees a hole in the defense and feeds the guy ready to exploit it.
Edwards for 3. The shot that time not on target.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things, and when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
Edwards gets the bucket.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Up top, Porter. Gordon outside. Let's go with a 3. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Edwards looking it over. Randall finds Edwards. Fades away. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic just got his 4th rebound in this one. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Brown's got 9.
Oh, man. I mean, the passing from Jokic is off the charts. Gave his man just a great look.
Edwards can't hit.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And Jokic throws it down.
Woo-hoo, just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. And it's a completely new group here for the Nuggets. Nuggets trail by 12. Pass to Strother. This one for three. Offensive rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
A phenomenal floor general. Conley is gifted at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Saric outside. Pass to Watson. From behind the arc. Gets the three to fall. Here's Conley. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Alexander Walker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The three is up. It's rebounded by Minnesota. 17 points was their biggest margin. Ingles with it. Shoots over Saric. Saric with some nice D. Anthony Edwards has been on display for Minnesota. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's five. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Mike Conley. Then there's Naz Reid, then it's Miller, and it's Clark in at the small forward position. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's Reid. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Now here's Watson. Knocks it down from distance. Watson's got 6.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake.
So it's Minnesota now. It's a 14-point game. Conley passes to Clark. Here's Alexander Walker. It's hauled in by Saric.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Reid with the rebound.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Now here's Reid. It's rebounded by Najee.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Westbrook into the lane. Outside Watson. Fires from deep. He drops it from range. Watson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And if the defense leaves a man open, Westbrook will find him. Russell's floor awareness helps him rack up the assist.
Miller against Saric. Miller, the pass to Reid. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And Minnesota with possession here. Denver getting their last shot to go. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Knocked away. Stolen by Conley. Pass to Clark. Jacks up a three. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Here's Strother. Puts up a three. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 4 rebounds now. Stan, just how much of a catalyst has Mike Conley been since the Timberwolves got him?
Well, just listen to his teammates, Brian. They talk about leadership, the adult in the room, and he remains a very capable two-way player.
The Timberwolves lead by 14. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Miller, the pass to Conley. From outside, off the mark. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Watson. There's the triple. Offensive board. And here's Šarić for 3. Rebound Minnesota. 17 points was their biggest margin. Conley looking for an opening. Kicks it out to Clark. Reed passes to Clark. From the arc. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Nuggets trail by 14. Fader on the way. And stolen by Clark. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Here's Watson. No good on the 3. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And here's Clark for 3. The shot no good. The Nuggets shooting only 30% in the third quarter. Here's Strother, covered by Alexander Walker. Knocks down the long J. Watson's got 11 points here in the second half. Here's Reed. Offline with a baseline jumper. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in a good situation, up by 13 points to... And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly, Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. And it's Porter in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Murray against Edwards. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Outside Porter. Out to the right wing. And here's Jokic outside. 4-3. The Joker knocks it down.
Zero hesitation from Jokic. Just so confident in his skills.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. That one goes in. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Jokic in the post. Defended by Gobert. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle. Head coach and 3-time league MVP, Nikola Jokic joining Moses Malone, Larry Bird, and Magic Johnson. What a list.
Yeah, that's not a bad list at all, Brian. But what stands out beyond Jokic's skill set is the consistency that he produces with every night.
And everybody around him instantly gets better when they play with Jokic.
They love playing with him.
Pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments. I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
Randall outside. McDaniels up top. Pass to Gobert. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And that one falls for Gobert. Nuggets trail by 10. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Porter from outside. Here's Brown. DiVincenzo covering. Pass to Brown. The 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Randall right side. The 3, DiVincenzo. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Timberwolves ball.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Randall, the pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The shot by Brown, no good. Minnesota leading by 10. Here's Edwards. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Jokic passes to Gordon. 4-3. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
They paid the price for sloppy ball control before, but tonight they kept it locked up tight.
Yeah, they did. And at the other end, they were very disruptive defensively.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Anthony Edwards.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Goes up on the wing. Jokic grabs the board. And here's Porter outside. Sinks the tray. And Minnesota with possession here. 17 points was their biggest margin. Edwards fires from way outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. So we see the Timberwolves taking the dub. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Jaren Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Kennard in at the small forward position. And it's Morant missing.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Good find from Jokic. Fantastic at getting that rock to teammates on time, on target.
Now here's Morant. Knocks it loose. Bane against Murray. Clock at 6. Morant drives in. And a wide open look for Bane. Bangs home the trifecta.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Porter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Mark, it has been quite a run for the Nuggets, hasn't it, who have made the playoffs every season since 2019.
And how about this, Kevin? They've only been lower than a 3 seed one time in that span. And that was because Murray missed the season due to injury. They are consistently tough.
Morant outside. He takes it in, and Morant throws it down.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Trains the three-pointer.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the system.
Oh, something to see.
Good.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Grizzlies ball.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Concha is checked in for the Grizzlies. Second shot opportunity, and it falls over the rim and in. And this game is tied up now.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Jokic kicks to Porter. Porter can't get that one to fall.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A., thank you. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Hits the three-point bomb. Brown's got 6 points.
And Jokic is one of the best passing big men in the game. He has a great feel for when to dish the rock.
Morant looking around. Pass to Concha. We're outside. And it's Morant with the rebound. Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 14-6 run. And finished off by Morant.
And he can get to the rim with the best of them. Morant always finds a way.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like a Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Hands it from downtown.
How about that smooth shot from the arc for Porter? He's got such a confident release and deep range, too.
Conchar, the pass to Morant. Into the lane.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
On the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. John Conchar out there with Jackson. Then there's Edey. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Pippen in at the point.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. Well, it sure does look good.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Well, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot, even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
Here's Jackson. Back to Pippen. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 3. They're running. Murray finds Porter. It's rebounded by Memphis. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Pass to Kennard. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pippen with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Kennard for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's Porter outside. Out left to the wing. Brown. Offensive rebound. Beyond the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Brown's got 9 points.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Bounce pass, Pippen. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Some changes for Memphis. Off's jacked in, and it's Jackson in for Jackson. Quarter 2, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Jackson a screen on Porter. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And the 3 ball is good. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Gordon the pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. And again, Denver hit the triple. Ray, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Jackson finds Pippen. Jackson setting the pick here for Pippen. 4 on the clock. Takes it inside. Nice D from Porter.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Nailed from three-point land.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Murray, good.
Murray has that spirit. If you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for mine.
Jamal Murray is still an elite scorer, and Clark, he has fought through so many injuries.
And it's remarkable that he's as explosive off the bounce as he is after the injuries that he's dealt with. His ability to create a shot, especially at crunch time, one of the best in the league. The pull-up jumper, the teardrop, and the three, he's got all of those.
Murray against Pippen. Pass to Kennard. Outside Jackson. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Jokic kicks to Porter. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. Back to Jokic for three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Now Pippen. Banked in off the glass. Now just a 1-point Denver lead. Jokic, that's a two-pointer. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Pippen for three, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And some good action through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets lead by 3. A chance now to thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And though the Nuggets have some excellent outside shooters, Clark, they've been more prolific inside the arc the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, they were an extreme example of that, Kevin. First in the league in two-point attempts, and then dead last, almost dead last, in three-point attempts. Not what most people would think when looking at the Nuggets.
We've got Russell Westbrook, and it's Strawther in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Poke loose. The Nuggets leading by 3. To the wing right side. Westbrook against Morant. Here's Strawther. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Chunchar. Misses the 3. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Clark finds Bain. For the tie. They get it back. Here's Jackson. Outside, Bain. Morant outside. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, Parker. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
Now, here's Bain. Not a lot of room. Morant outside. Westbrook pulls it in. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Unable to get that one. Memphis trailing here. Aldama passes to Bain. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. It's up a 3. And Russell Westbrook good for 3. Westbrook's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Strawther grabs the miss.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
You know what?
what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
That evens the score. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Obviously, Morant has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. The Nuggets with another miss. For the lead. And John Morant with the three. Morant's got 19 points.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
Watson's shot is good.
How about gluing from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And finished off by Morant.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And again, Denver with the triple.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. From deep three-point land, it's rebounded by Najee.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looks...
Oh, what a finish!
Good.
Out in the open court, few defenders can match up with Morant. He's too fast and skilled.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the end. Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Pass to Chunchard. Watson the screen. Lets it go with the three. Chunchard, no good. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Morant. Guarded closely. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
John Morant taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Morant. And here are the Nuggets now. It's a 3-point game. Jokic with it. In the corner, it's Gordon. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Jackson is out there with Wells. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Pippen. And it's Edey in at the center position. Pass to Brown. Denver passing it around. And here's Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on the 3.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Kennard, the bounce pass. Outside Pippen. And Pippen slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for him.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for Memphis?
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
They've been pounding any miss on the glass and cashing in on the offensive boards. I've been impressed with that aspect of their game.
Pippen dishes to Wells. Pass to Edey. Now here's Kennard. They set the pick. Now Wells. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Pippen can't hit.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
There's Porter at the three. Drills it from outside. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Gordon outside. And Pippen pulls it down. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Edie. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Brown. Up top Porter. From past the arc. No good. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Here's Edie. To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to beat himself on the highlight reel.
Buries it from three-point range.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. From downtown. Kennard, the pass to Pippen, and Pippen slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And another shot. Pass to Brown. Back to Murray. Now Jokic. Throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possession.
Here's Wells, and he drives in, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Gordon finds Jokic. The three. To the middle. Murray, the pass to Brown. Back to Murray. To the right side. From deep, Jokic. They get it back. Outside, Porter. Got it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Ruff's jacked in, and it's Bain in for Wells. Here's Morant. Yes!
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. It counts! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Porter Jr., what a clutch shot. Stepping up when they needed him to.
Here's Morant. Driving inside. Count it!
That's a critical basket there. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. Can't give up a 3.
Pass to Brown. Stolen by Jackson. And Bain launches it from deep. Offline. So a close game sees Memphis take this one. This win, such a tremendous...
direction, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And here's Memphis's starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Jackson in at the 3. Here's Edey. Outside Morant. Fires the 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Now the Timberwolves with it. For 3, Randall. Kept alive. Here's Gobert. And he can't jam it through.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Morant finds Payne. Oh, got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by DiVincenzo. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. He said Ja Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. Jackson outside. Payne surveying the D. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Morant with it. Randall's in his pocket. Here's Jackson. And it's blocked by Edwards.
Great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Here's Jackson, following the score by Minnesota. Morant finds Payne, and a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Payne's got 5 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Morant with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
Edwards for 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Edey lays it up and banks it in.
The way Morant sets up his teammates is as good as any guard in this league.
And here's Edwards outside. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Memphis leading. Here's Payne. Kicks it out to Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the first quarter. Down low. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Well, if the basket is within reach, Julius Randle understands how to finish.
Here's Payne. Outside Morant. Back to Jackson. To the right side. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, the vertical of Morant is simply incredible. I mean, he's fantastic at using it to his advantage on the inside.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Here's DiVincenzo, and a nice finish on the layup. DiVincenzo's got 7.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. Here's Edey. Bane from deep. Nails it from 3. Give him 8.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Memphis has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. For Minnesota, they've got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Moran against Edwards. Pulls it. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going...
Desmond Bane getting it done for Memphis. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
So on the floor from Memphis to kick off the second quarter. We've got Jaren Jackson, and it's Wells in at the small forward. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Pass to Wells. Kennard against DiVincenzo. Kennard can't get it to go. Minnesota in the lead. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. Here's Pippen. The three-pointer off the mark. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
Fires the 3, and the basket by Pippen. Pippen's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
They get it back. Outside, DiVincenzo launches it, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
Pippen, pass to Huff. Here's Pippen, and stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. The 3, DiVincenzo. Pure from three-point range. And now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Here's Edwards. Got a hand on it. Kennard for 3. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Well, Luke Kennard's bread and butter, right? The lethal outside shooter who doesn't need much space.
Jacks up a 3. Edwards, no good.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Jackson, pass to Huff. Kicks it out to Jackson. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot.
Oh, okay then.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
1:24 left in the first half. Here's Pippen. Off target with the 3. Minnesota leading by 3. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Outside Edwards. There's the 3. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Pippen pass to Jackson. And again, Memphis no good. The Timberwolves have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. For three, DiVincenzo. Shot's no good there. Now 6 for 8.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
The pass to Pippen. Lets the three fly. Five to shoot. Off target on the 15-footer.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end.
Oh, a sensational slam by Amp.
How about Anthony Edwards? The bounce. Go ahead, Amp.
Jackson with a screen on Edwards. He takes it in. And Gobert with a block. And so it's Minnesota finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More 2K action in just a moment. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been quite a game for Dante DiVincenzo.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
We've got Mike Conley. Miller is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Miller. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. And the Timberwolves lead by 8. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Morant finds Bane. Shot clock at 6. Here's Conchar. Gets the 3 ball to go. Conchar's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the 3-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Right side Conley. Knocked loose. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. The pull-up J. Conchar, left side. Here's Bane. They get the rebound. Conchar, good. Conchar's got 5 points now this quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Alexander-Walker with it, guarded by Morant. Pass to Clark, lets it go from deep. Buries it from 3.
So the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the 3-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
Oh, putting on a show for the fans. Morant's skills making it look like a circus in here.
Takes the 3. Oh, Morant sinks the triple. Minnesota's gone 7 for 17 from 3-point range so far in this matchup. Here's Alexander-Walker. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
From deep, Bane. Nice D from Alexander-Walker. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Finished off the break. Alexander-Walker's got 5 points.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Morant not afraid to get in there and play big, showing his toughness in close.
Grizzlies trail by 4. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Bane. And stolen by Clark. Outside, Alexander Walker. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. From downtown, Conchar can't hit. Oh, stolen by Morant. For 3. Nice D from Alexander Walker. And so it's Conley who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. Another shot. Here's Miller. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Miller's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of, so once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Huff's checked in for Memphis.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
And that'll be Memphis's ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here. Edwards, he's checked in for Mike Conley. And Memphis also making a switch. Kennard, he's checked in for Conchar. Here's Morant. Look at Morant work in the paint. Nice.
And tearing them to shreds tonight. You know, when a player as versatile as Morant starts going off, look out.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Clark. All sorts of time. Memphis with a rebound. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
And Morant gets it to go.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
To me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
From deep pain. Here's Jackson. Kennard outside. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And at last, they get one to fall. Kennard's got 5 now.
What assertive play by Luke Kennard in the painted area doing work.
Edwards for 3. He can't get it to go. And it goes! He gets it! Wow!
I love to see when those shots go in. As crazy as that shot.
That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court right now for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark out there with G.G. Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Desmond Bane. And it's Pippen in at the point.
Anthony Edwards getting into that pull-up game. Nicely done.
Pippen, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Memphis making a switch here. Jackson is checked in.
And vertical threat that is Rudy Gobert. What a ferocious finish at the rim.
Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. For 3, Randall. The rebound by Jackson. Grizzlies trail by 6. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Memphis missing. Now McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Bane, the pass to Pippen. Going inside. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Memphis has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Kennard for 3. Drops in the 3.
Well, guys who are known as shooters are always ready on the catch. Luke Kennard, rise and fire.
Here's Edwards. Oh, Anthony Edwards takes flight.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Offensive rebound. Here's Clark. Randall with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. DiVincenzo, pass to Gobert. Edwards for 3. Counted from distance. And it's a 10-point Minnesota lead.
Well, don't think twice. Ball touches your hands, you let it go, Anthony Edwards.
Clark with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Clark in the post. Working on McDaniels. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Pippen. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Edwards. Whoa!
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards on that drive. Look out.
Here's Morant. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Ja Morant picks one up.
How about the splendid concentration from the Frenchman, Rudy Gobert? Excellent at converting while getting hit.
Edie's checked in for Clark. Morant. Morant with the slam.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 19-7 run. The kick out to Edwards. Edwards with a step. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Pass to Edie. Launches a 3. He buries it from 3.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
The Timberwolves lead by 11. And here's Edwards outside. The rebound by Jackson. 1:07 left in the game. Now here's Kennard from outside the arc. Good, and the setup by Morant. Kennard's got 11 in the second half.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Pass to Randall. Kennard against Edwards. With the drive.
Oh, no, he did it!
Punch it home!
Nice! Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here. You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Back to Morant. Here's the 3. He's off on that one. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Oh, sweet move. And Edwards slams it in.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
We see the Timberwolves taking the W here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really...
NBA's best teams with some of the best players.
And it's bound to be a fun one, right? There is elite talent on the floor. In this kind of a powerhouse matchup, both teams are looking to make a statement.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Christian Brown. That's his first foul. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Porter pulls it in.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
For 3, Gordon. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
Westbrook has an exceptional talent for creating for his guys. He sets them up, and boy, they are knocking them down.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Three-pointer, Randall. Sinks the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Now Westbrook, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. A nice shot by Brown.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Edwards can't hit. The Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. The kick out to Westbrook. In the corner, it's Gordon. Another 3 for Denver.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Edwards passes to Gobert to the left side wing. Edwards against Westbrook. Pass to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. On the wing, Porter. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's McDaniels. Buries the long-range jumper.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. I asked him what's the hardest thing about facing Nikola Jokic. He said the way he controls the game at the offensive end. He keeps everyone involved. He's a great scorer, and you have to keep him off the offensive glass. Tall order. All of it. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Jokic, following the basket by Julius Randle. And here's Gordon from outside, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. Westbrook against Edwards. There's 1:38 left here in the opening quarter. DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Denver passing it around. The kick out to Porter. Fires the 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Jacks up a 3. They get the rebound. This one for 3. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
Well, I'd say any play with Edwards on the finishing end has a good chance of succeeding.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. There's the triple. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Down low. It's deflected. Jokic with the steal. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Edwards. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And here's Jokic outside. Good if it goes. That one's not going to go. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Minnesota. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
McDaniels is out there with Randall, and it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Edwards, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Gordon. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Off target with his 3. The Nuggets trail by 3. Puts up a deep 3. Brown's shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Outside for Randall. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. It's hauled in by Gordon. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. The score now all even. Brown's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Denver.
One of the best passing bigs the league has to offer. If you're open, Jokic will find you.
Hands it from downtown. DiVincenzo's got 6.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Edwards can't hit.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Porter, no luck. Minnesota leading by 3. A 3-ball. He can't get that one.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark, and he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Lets the 3 fly, and Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Jokic. Westbrook's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Defense right on him. Free throw line jump shot. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Jokic. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. For 3, Edwards. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Brown. No good from outside. Timberwolves trail by 3. It's Porter outside. They get it again. Gordon kicks to Jokic. Lets it go from deep. There's Jokic with range.
The three-point stroke from Jokic, it just looks confident.
For 3, Edwards. And no good.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Westbrook can't get it to go. Minnesota shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. Misses the wing J.
And that's one he wants back. Just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been fun. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home. Family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Saric. Jamal Murray is out there with Peyton Watson. And it's Strother in at the shooting guard. Here's Alexander Walker. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Last year, coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Denver able to drain the 3. Miller outside, fires from deep. Kept alive, Minnesota. Another shot, and the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Reed.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Here's Alexander Walker. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Strother. Stolen away. At the elbow, Conley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
I like seeing Conley look for his shot because it puts defenses in compromising situations.
Taking 2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Strother. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Strother's got his first 3 points of the game.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
Alexander Walker up top. Reed with it. Out guarded by Murray. 5 to shoot. Conley against Murray. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
Watson surveying the D. No good on the triple. For Minnesota, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
And Miller throws it down hard.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now, here's Watson. He has 6. Misses the wing 3. Now, Alexander Walker. Here's Reid. Yep, that one goes. Reid's got his second basket of the game. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
The shot by Sharch, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Offensive rebound. Back to Watson for the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Here's Alexander Walker. Goes up and leaves it nice and easy. And it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Murray, good.
The rhythm, the timing. When Murray is in sync, that pull-up jumper is a thing of beauty.
Here's Alexander Walker. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Watson, the pass to Sharch. He got it up. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. And how about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Edwards is out there with Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Randall. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's DiVincenzo. Denver able to drain the 3. Edwards with confidence.
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Guarded by Porter.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And finished off by Westbrook.
And there's the ferociousness. Gotta enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
Now here's Edwards. Drains it from beyond the arc. Edwards got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for Minnesota. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
Headshot off.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Back to Randall. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc.
Well, playing his role to perfection, using his size to control the glass for his team.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Gordon for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. DiVincenzo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Edwards drives in, and Edwards slams it in.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
for three. Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got 6 assists in the game.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
And here's Edwards from the arc. That's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And we've seen this before, folks. Big possession, Westbrook rising to the occasion. How about that competitiveness?
DiVincenzo. For three, Edwards. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance out for a three-point play. That one on Porter.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Brown. Pass to Porter. Outside Westbrook. Gordon with a screen on Edwards. On pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Boy, they needed that one, and Gordon delivered. His productive habits really paid off there.
Edwards dishes to Randall. Good on the three-point shot. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And you'll never see Randall back down in a big moment. He's looking to be the guy when they need a bucket.
And a wide-open look for Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Jokic has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Pass to Randall from deep. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Oh, they give it up and they get the lead right back. 2 triples back-to-back. And the momentum swing in this game is ridiculous.
Here's Edwards. And Jokic with the rebound. Denver's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Porter with it. Picked up by Edwards. Gordon outside. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Gobert down low. He's against Jokic. Randall finds Edwards. Over Westbrook. Edwards, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gordon up on top. Jokic a screen. This one for 3. No good from three-point territory. Count it!
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
And I think they've had enough time to try and get the ball inside. Unless they get a wide open look on the perimeter, that should be what the focus is. Even if you miss at the perimeter.
All right, D.A.
paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Brown's shot is good.
This is what you love to see. Westbrook setting up his teammates on time, on target.
There's Jackson with the 3. Rebounded by Denver.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Shot is good by Gordon.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Moran against Westbrook. Pass to Wells. Bain with it. To the inside. Edey. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
You won't often find Gordon in the mid-range, but he cleverly capitalizes on an opening.
Jackson outside. Good, and the setup by Moran.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Richard, for years, the Grizzlies team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
Connects from downtown. Jackson's got 6.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
And the dunk by Jokic.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Down low. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Morant looking around. Takes a 3. Westbrook with the rebound. Denver has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. To the left side wing. To the paint. Pass to Brown. The 3 ball. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. As you might expect, he's got his hands full on how to deal with Nikola Jokic. Coach explained so much of their offense runs through him. He's always operating with the ball in his hands. We'll need to do our work early. Don't let him get comfortable when he has the ball. No doubt about it, the Joker is the cog in this offense. Brian?
And Allie, thanks. From deep, Jokic, that's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
I mean, with his three-point shooting, Jokic is able to draw opposing bigs out on the perimeter, and that opens up driving lanes for him and his teammates.
From deep, Bain, and the three-pointer goes.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Brown. Shot on the wing. Outside for Porter. Fires from deep. Here's Brown. A deep 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Brown's got 6.
Oh, man. I mean, the passing from Jokic is off the charts. Gave his man just a great look.
And here's Morant outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
Over to the wing. For 3, Westbrook. And another 3 for Denver.
Hitting back with the 3 of his own. Westbrook not giving an inch.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 1. Jackson, right side. Outside Bain. Pass to Morant. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Bain. Edey. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. The 3 is up. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Offensive rebound.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. And so, lots of scoring in a competitive first quarter. Memphis ahead. Man, some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And we've also got to talk about those threes dropping for them. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum from long range.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Russell Westbrook out there with Christian Brown. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. Gordon, the pass to Westbrook. Here's Brown, pounded by Morant. Brown's shot is good.
And I like the pass from Westbrook there, wanting to hit the guys right in their spots.
Oh, wow!
Okay, I didn't see that coming. Oh, wow. Okay, job turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
The open shot, Jokic. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Jokic just got 7 points.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Morant. In the paint, Morant puts it in.
Let me just say this, you're going to want to put some extra tape on your ankles if you've got to guard Ja Morant, because his handle is on a string.
And you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a two-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter. But definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Ja Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. And they turn over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Denver has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. The three is up. And Gordon with the basket on the assist by Jokic. Give him 8 points now.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner. And that's what they teach you at every level. Get a body on your man, box out, grab the board.
And nice read by Porter Jr. Surveys the floor and gets in the right spot to finish.
Yep, count it.
Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
Porter from outside. And again, Denver with a three.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Porter from outside. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Jokic has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Pass to Pippen. Altama right side. Here's Pippen. RJ displaying at a faster pace. Work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
Here's Pippen. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Conchar. Knocks down the triple. Conchar's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Drills it from deep. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Aldama. Defense right on him. Kennard outside. Pass to Pippen. Aldama right side. Three-pointer, no good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Porter, the pass to Jokic. Back to Porter. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Out to Gordon. Inside. Inside. Jokic drops it in.
And he's just slippery down there. I mean, Jokic makes gaining position look so easy.
Picked by Aldama. Kicks it out to Kennard. That'll count. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Monster buzzer beater. Helps carve into that deficit. It's anyone's game now.
Michael Porter, he's been the guy making things happen for Denver. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an answer for him yet. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. One of the stories here, Michael Porter getting it done today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Payne. Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Wells in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Edey. Saric covered.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Oh, got that one up quick. Watson's got his first 3 points of the game.
With all the attention that Murray gets, smart by Jamal to dish it on that play.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
Murray, no good. Memphis trailing here. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Edey for the lead. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Denver has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Chanchar. And stolen by Jackson. From deep, Morant. Morant caps off the break.
Those long arms of Jackson Jr. get in the passing lanes.
And here's Saric for 3. The ball's knocked loose.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
And Morant gets it to go.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
And again, it's Denver missing. Grizzlies lead by 4. Let's go with a 3. And another 3 for Memphis.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
3-pointer. Chanchar with a rebound. Nuggets trail by 7. Murray from outside. Jackson against Saric. Outside Murray. Pass to Chanchar. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. From deep, Morant. That's a miss. And he's 7 for 11 from the floor. Denver is shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Murray's shot is good.
Nice work by Murray, outwitting the defense. He gets ahead of them and pulls right up for a shot.
Morant, pass to Wells. The 3. Here's Edey. And he jams it home with authority.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Good awareness by Murray. Sees a hole in the defense and feeds the guy ready to exploit it.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by Denver.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Pass to Chanchar. Back to Watson. From behind the arc. And it's Bane with the rebound. Memphis leading by 5. Outside Morant. Here's Edey. Saric covers. Morant against Murray. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Edey. The rebound by Murray. Nuggets trail by 5. Pass to Saric. Three-pointer. Nails it from beyond the arc. Saric has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
From deep, Morant. Yes! A Morant 3!
The competitive fire of Morant matching the 3 on the other end.
Murray's shot is good. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And here's Morant. 21 points in the game. Up top, Jackson. Back to Morant. Let's go with a 3. Can't hit that one. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court right now for the Nuggets. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. Jokic, no good. Memphis leading by 5. Pass to Kennard. Here's Pippen. Gordon with a steal. Here's Pippen. Here's Stevens. And that one is stuffed right through.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Beyond the arc. The shot, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Westbrook, the pass to Jokic. And here's Gordon from the arc. Westbrook finds Gordon. Back to Westbrook. And here's Porter. Williams defending. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. They get it again. Westbrook outside. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
This is big for Westbrook's confidence. When he's connecting from deep, this offense even more dynamic.
Memphis leading by 4. The 3. Tough. The pass to Pippen. Now here's Williams. Here's Pippen. Pass to Kennard. Second chance effort. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Basket counts.
An elite passer at his position. Jokic just seems to have eyes in the back of his head sometimes.
Lets it go from deep. And the basket by Pippen. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Back to Westbrook. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Pippen, pounded by Westbrook. Kennard on the wing. From downtown, Gordon pulls it in. And so Jokic will bring it up for Denver. Here's Brown. Sinks it from distance.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
2 minutes remaining.
Launches it. Porter pulls it in. Denver has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth to take the lead. They get it back. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Here's Pippen. He's guarded by Porter. Stevens, the pass to Pippen.
Good whistle there.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Memphis.
Look, it's not just about forcing a turnover, guys. It's about converting them in those opportunities and cashing them in.
They've also been showing us standout play on the fast break, working as a team to create easy opportunities.
The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
And Porter Jr. is made for big moments. He doesn't feel any pressure taking big-time shots.
Bane, pass to Pippen. Outside Bane. On the wing, Bane. The 3 is up. And again, it's Memphis missing. The Nuggets have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter to take the lead. It falls!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Jackson on the wing. Here's Pippen. Jokic grabs the board.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
And here are the Nuggets. They're on a 13-5 run. Back to Westbrook. Gordon on the wing. Offline with a 3. And so it's Memphis with it. It's a 1-point game. Morant with it. Now Porter defending. Outside for Morant. Tries again. Rebounded by Denver. Westbrook outside.
Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
For the win! Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
When you take a look at how these teams play, is it fair to expect a slower pace of the game?
I certainly think so, partner. I mean, both teams are extremely disciplined. They're not really interested in going up and down in a windshield wiper fashion. They value taking care of the ball and playing in the half court.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Julius Randle. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. And it's Gobert in at the center, filling out the middle. So the wing on the left. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. It's a three-point game. Pass to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
What a move by McDaniel, showing the defense how nimble he is when he wants to be.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Anthony Edwards is a classic two-guard, Clark, a spectacular player. What has impressed you most about his development?
Well, he's got a great body. He had it when he got into the league after just 1 year of college. Tremendous basketball body, strength and length and bounce. Now he's worked on refining his skill. I think the biggest thing that's impressed me is not only his work ethic, but his poise. He's not a guy that plays frantically. He plays with intentionality and purpose, and that's a tough thing to do when you've got his athletic ability and you're as young as he is.
Trains the three-pointer.
It's like reading a picture book for Moran. He makes it look insanely easy.
And here's Edwards from the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him, and this came up short on the triple.
Kennard's shot is off.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the basket by Edwards.
Challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
And here's Morant after Anthony Edwards made that last 3-pointer. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
Pass to McDaniels. The train. Here's Gobert, and here is DiVincenzo. Randall, a screen on Morant. McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
Rocketing right off the floor. Explosive jam by McDaniel.
Here's Morant. Gobert with the block. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Minnesota.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Sinks the three-pointer. Morant's got 7 points in the game.
And you look at how ready Morant was for that. He was on his spot, feet planted, ready to fire.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Oh, good with the triple. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Now Morant. He has 7. Outside Jackson. Stolen by McDaniels. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, Edwards. The three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got a couple of threes now in the first for Minnesota.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
Morant passes to Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
And another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And a wide-open look for Bane. It's good from long range.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Gobert is out there with Randall. Then it's Jaden McDaniel. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Alexander Walker hitting the 1. And now Minnesota on the fast break. DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniel. Gobert the pass to Randall. And the 3-ball is good. Randall's got 6 points.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randle. And I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Conjar with it. McDaniels defending. And again, Memphis no good.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And here are the Grizzlies now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Conjar on the wing. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Pulls up for 3. Shots good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Pippen with a wide open look. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Timberwolves leading by 5. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. And another three for Minnesota.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Pass to Huff. Pippen for three. Good on the triple. Pippen's got his second bucket of the game to go.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Alexander Walker. He has 6. Here's McDaniels. Bucket is good. McDaniels got 4 this quarter.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Pass to Conchar. Right wing. Aldama passes to Conchar. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Huff. That 3 off the mark. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Gobert. Got a piece of it. Here's Alexander Walker. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down. You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
The kick out to Bain. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Bain's got 6. A minute 20 left in the second quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. And he banks in the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Aldama inside. Randall on him. Bain finds Aldama. Fires for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. And here is McDaniel. 8 points for him. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, McDaniels wasn't going to be denied there. Getting the bucket and has a chance for one more.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Morant outside with the drive. No good from Clark. Minnesota's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. On the corner. Here's Gobert. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This is what the team relies on Gobert for, clearing the glass and finishing the play.
Now Clark, defended by Gobert. Can they get it? No good at the rim.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And so it's Minnesota, 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
One more, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing from Jaden McDaniel.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
John Jackson is out there with Edey. Then there's John Morant. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Conchar in at the 2 guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Edwards. Oh!
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
There's Jackson with the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Outside Edwards. Pass to Shannon. Had the space there, but it's offline.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Morant. 7 points in the game. Here's Jackson, and the call on the shot. It sends him to the line. Mark, you had a chance to defend a lot of great scores in your time in the NBA.
Yeah, and I did. It wore me out too, Bart. I mean, I think the attitude of those guys stands out. Their relentlessness, the skill level obviously was there, but it was the relentless pursuit of the basketball and scoring opportunities. Bernard King, Larry Bird, Alex English, Marcus Johnson was near the tail end of his prime, but he was a problem too. I mean, there were a number of guys in that. Kelly Tripucka, woo! Yeah, don't make my head spin.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's Edwards. It's deflected. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins, with plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Kennard's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 9. When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections, he goes after loose balls, he gets you extra possessions on the glass, he steps in and takes charge. I mean, he does all the little and big things.
And here's Edwards following John Morant's 3. And the wide open shot from Reed. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Buffs jacked in. Santi Aldama comes in for Jaren Jackson. Wells, he's checked in for John Concho. And Pippen subbed in for John Morant. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. No good from Clark. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Pass to Kennard. Puts up a deep 3. No good. Shot missing. Timberwolves have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Here's Reed, and Reed throws it down.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Miller with a wide open look. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Miller's got the lead up to 13 now for Minnesota. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issues defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Alexander Walker with the ball. He's picked up by Pippen. And here's Miller outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Miller's got 5. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. They trail by 16. Shot to stop the run, and the basket is good. He has 7.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Miller finds Clark. It's blocked. And And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. The pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. They've got Gobert, Dante DiVincenzo, who's out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Randall, and it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Minnesota leading by 14. Going inside. The shot's good from Alexander-Walker.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
The Grizzlies shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Open for three. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Here's Alexander-Walker, and he slams it one-handed.
Good find that time by DiVincenzo, an unselfish player always looking to make the extra pass.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Wells passes to Aldama. Count that one.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The Timberwolves have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And a change for the Timberwolves. Edwards is checked in. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. Knocked away. It's stolen by Edwards. For the finish, throws down the breakaway jam.
Good gamble that time by Edwards. He, as much as anybody, wants this team to be out in the open floor.
Morant against Edwards. Pass to Edey. Back to Bane. From the arc. Edey can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 18. Gobert down low. Guarded by Morant. McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Conchar pulls it in. Bane kicks to Morant. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
The delicate touch on display there. Gotta love when Morant lets that floater fly off his fingertips. Beautiful.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Alexander-Walker. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
In the corner, it's Bane. Here's Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards got his 4th rebound in this one. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
The Grizzlies trail by 18. Morant outside. Fires the 3. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. McDaniels, a screen on Jackson. No good that time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Minnesota.
And a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game. Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now here's Morant. Connects from 3-point range. Morant's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Memphis. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Alexander-Walker. Here's Conchar. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. From outside the arc, the shot's good from Alexander Walker. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Now here's Edwards. Puts up a deep three. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Edwards puts up a deep three. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They came in here. Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up for Greg Anthony.